Hello there, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. And today, I want to share with you a simple policy or an idea that I think that needs to be talked about more and that some of the political figures should be getting behind because they are implementing a carbon tax. But one thing that implements a lot of carbon in this society is meat. So, I know that meat's already expensive, but that's because animals are expensive to raise and to slaughter and all that, and then butcher. And I think that we should probably put a tax on meat personally because it's bad for the environment. It's arguably bad for your health, and that there is significant research out there that says that it could lead to cardiovascular disease and cancers if you eat bad, like a lot of meat and just eat bad in general. I mean, I'm not going to go into the science, guys, but I just think that on an ethics standpoint, first off, there is the ethics to consider when you're eating meat, like the whole slaughtering of an animal. Um, that in itself would almost deserve a tax, in my opinion. Just the fact that you're eating another life, not to mention the carbon impact. If we're putting a tax on carbon, a lot of them are implementing, like Andrew Yang and them are saying carbon tax and dividend. And same with Pete Buttigieg. I just looked up his proposals, and one was a carbon tax and dividend. Well, these meat industries, like these big factory farms, are producing a lot of carbon, guys, in the form of methane and by using all those farm equipment and stuff. They mostly the methane, guys, especially cows. They need to do scientific research, which they've already done, to figure out how much each specific animal produces and then put a tax on it. If they're going to do a carbon tax, it really should be fair and it would promote healthy eating. I also think personally that there should be a tax on things that have like added sugar and super processed, pre-processed food, like pretty much everything that's like bad for you other than I think everything other than fruits and vegetables should be really taxed, because if the health care system is going to be going onto uh, the overall society, and like, if Medicare for all is a thing, so we're all paying for everyone's bills together, I think we should be encouraging healthy eating. Maybe not a tax on it, but maybe like if you could prove you're eating healthy. But that's a lot harder to like. I don't think fruits and vegetables need to be any cheaper. I just think foods other than fruits and vegetables should be a lot cheaper, or I mean, a lot more expensive, like processed food and meats. And I mean, I know it's a controversial issue because a lot of people like meat. I like meat. I've had times where I was vegan and I've had times where I was eating a lot of meat. And right now I'm eating a good amount of meat because I enjoy the taste, and it's hard actually to live in a vegan way. I'm not saying every meal has to have no meat, but it should be a little more expensive when it's this bad for the planet, and arguably for yourself, it should cost a little more. That argument was good for cigarettes and alcohol, and if processed meats are considered a class 1 carcinogen, which they are, might want to take a look at it. That's just something I would suggest. I look at things fairly from all perspectives, and I think if we're going to be trying to clean up the environment and trying to fight global warming and climate change, we need to do something about the meat industry. That one is undeniable, that produces a lot of greenhouse gases. And a simple tax, like I'm not saying a huge tax, not as high as cigarettes. I'm not saying I say it's like $3 right now. Maybe go up to like $3.50 or $4. Not a huge tax, maybe 330, like 10 to 20%, maybe 30%. 30% would be kind of high. But, just let me know what you guys think down below. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And until next time, peace.